Big expenses pop up every day, whether it's buying a car, or fixing up your kitchen. But every now and then something comes up that really changes your life, whether it's getting married, having a child, or maybe even switching jobs or retiring. On this episode of Cash Clips, we're going to talk about how you can make the most of your finances with those big changes. If you're watching this video, hopefully you know about those big expenses coming up, whether it's getting married or having a baby. But sometimes those can still be unexpected. Regardless of anything though, the same rules apply. You want to make sure that your financial house is in order. That means having 3 to 6 months worth of your income already backed up in your savings account. Because you got to consider, what if your ability to save goes down? Or what if you're accepting a lower paying job just because it's something that you're passionate about? You may not be able to put away the same amount of savings, so giving yourself a cushion up front can be really beneficial down the road. The thing about budgeting is it's all the principle of money coming in versus going out and knowing where that money is going. And people who are really successful with budgeting know how to adapt when a big change comes up. So consider having a wedding. They're expensive, there's no way around it. But when you reevaluate your budget, what you got to consider is, how are you going to save for those costs? And it's as simple as the idea of goal planning. So think about how much that big life event is going to cost you, and then divide that out by the time that you have to save for it. So if you know that your wedding is 2 years out and it's going to cost $30,000, well, divide that 30 by 24, and that's how much you need to save every month. Something to consider with lifestyle changes is that your usable income may go down. So whether that's saving for a big life event, or maybe just welcoming a new member into your family. Consider daycare. That is also a huge monthly expense, and you're going to need to take that monthly expense out of the stuff that you would normally spend your money on. So maybe you got to cut down on frivolous spending. Maybe you have to cut down on your own savings. It can be a tough pill to swallow, but look for those instances where you can cut money, whether it's not going out to eat as much, maybe making your own coffee at home. All those cliches that people throw out about saving money, they do ring true, and they're there for a reason. Consider that these big lifestyle changes might not just affect your own expenses, but your household as well. So consider getting married or having a child. Suddenly, your partner's finances are going to be entering the picture too, even if you keep them a little bit separate. Think about tax filing statuses or insurance. So if you change jobs too, something like just changing your insurance costs from, a high deductible plan to a family plan can mean a big difference in your expenditures. And these aren't just those one-offs. These are things that you need to budget for over time. So above all, make sure that you're thinking about your future too, your long-term planning, your retirement planning, and consult with a financial advisor because they can help you to develop strategies that make sense for you. And if you're just looking for the immediate, check out our video on financial preparedness plans. There's a lot of great content in there that can help you plan now and for the future. So I'm Devin from Visions, and I hope that you learned something today about setting yourself up for financial long-term planning. If you have any questions, reach out to your financial institution. They're there to help. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. We got a lot more great content out there, and I'll see you next time on Cash Clips.